Good evening, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for hopping on to this Facebook Live, or if you're catching it on replay. I just thank you guys so much for your time. It's something that we can never, ever get back. And so for you to be sharing it with me, hi, Michael, hi, Leanna, it's just a beautiful opportunity for us to connect. And I don't take that lightly. That actually has a lot to do with what I want to share with you guys tonight. So I've had one of the best days that I've had in a while, and my days just keep getting better and better. And what I think I'm attributing this to, hi Trevor, hi Nick, I have been experiencing life so much more vibrantly. Like, I've discovered how to tap in and feel grateful in every single moment, and I want to share with you what I've learned, and hopefully it'll add some value to you guys too. So the way I want to start is I want to share a quote with you guys that is actually in my planner that I got this year. It's for this weekend. And it's a quote by George Sand, and it goes like this. Happiness lies in the consciousness we have of it. I'm going to say it again. Happiness lies in the consciousness we have of it. So I have a question for you. What brought you happiness today? Now, you guys might say, maybe I got to sleep in, or I got to spend time with my family, or I got to kick back. It's a Sunday. Maybe you went to play a football game in the park, or maybe you got to read a good book, or whatever it is that brought you happiness. That is awesome. And I cannot wait to hear about it, because when you share your happiness with other people, your happiness grows. But I want to teach you how to take that experience, that little moment, and expand it so much further. This is something that I learned to do actually with my third graders in teaching them how to become stronger writers, because we're really delving into the craft of writing. But what it really is the craft of living your experiences. So we have the 5-finger rule. And for me, when we're writing or when we're sharing our experiences with people, I always ask my students to think about their 5 senses. So today, one of the most awesome things that happened to me among the Jillian was that I got to experience a pedicure with my friend Brittany. And that was awesome, but I want to tell you why. So with my 5 senses, I can talk to you guys about what I saw. So I saw this room full of people sharing something that they're passionate about. I saw all of these amazing people experiencing self-love. Going and getting a pedicure or a manicure or just taking care of yourself is something that we often just put off to the back burner. But I experienced this with Brittany. We got to both take care of ourselves and get a pedicure. So I saw beautiful people all around, whether were the ones giving the service or the ones receiving the service. And there's beauty in all of that. If I think about what I heard, Brittany and I had some really deep conversations actually about our limiting beliefs as we were getting our toenails painted. So it's kind of funny how our little experiences end up being super impactful. And here's why. Brittany and I both were unsure about the color of toenail polish that we were getting on our toes. For her, she always gets a French manicure, and so to put a pop of purple on her toes was really stepping out of her comfort zone. And if you're a lady, maybe you can relate to this. Maybe if you're a man, you can too. I'm not sure. But I got this green color, and I was really going out on a limb here because it's not something I typically do. And the dialogue that started happening between us, the sounds that I was hearing during this conversation, really hit home with me, because it's we got to this point where we realized this is not a life or death decision. This is something that if we don't like the color, if we don't like how it turns out, if we don't like how we feel rocking this on our toenails, we can just repaint it. The impermanence was just so funny and trivial that we actually just ended up laughing about it. And I think that we take so much of our regular life experiences and think that oh my gosh, the weight of the world is on our shoulders. But it doesn't have to be when you can see it through that fun and playful light. So that's what I saw. That's what I heard. What I felt, you guys, I got to have a massage on my calf, and they scraped the bottom of my foot, and they trimmed my toenails, and just to be waited on, and not hand but foot, it's really nice. Okay. And physical touch is actually my most prominent love language. I love language is. I just finished rereading the 5 love languages, but to feel like a massage on your foot and to just like be catered to is really relaxing. And plus we had the massage chair, and so like it was like kneading my shoulders with like lumps and like strong presses on my back. And so as you guys can see, like this experience of like getting a pedicure like is getting a lot less boring, right? Like my students would tell me like, Ms. Kaiser, don't just say you got a pedicure. Like that's the boring first grade way, but like this is the third grade way and or adult way, because you can actually experience more of your life. So I didn't actually taste anything there. Brittany tasted some green tea, and it was warm, and I could like see the steam coming off of it. She actually had to share the little table next to her with the gentleman who was getting a pedicure. And so that was an interesting experience too, just to be able to connect. And so at one point, Brittany and I looked over, and she gave the woman that this guy was with a compliment on her toenail polish color. So that was another positive interaction that we had. It smelled like nail polish, obviously, and then like the different scrubs that they brought out were also interesting. But okay, so I've got sight, I've got what I heard, I didn't taste anything, what I smelled, and what I felt on my body. But beyond those 5 senses, that's a great question, Michael. Do we have to consume to taste? No, I guess not. I don't know. Anyways, it wasn't like a prominent thing in my description, so I'd probably like leave that out. But beyond that, you guys, then we have our thoughts, we have our feelings, and we have our actions. And those are some of the most powerful, because like I was sharing with you, the thoughts that were running through my head were, oh my gosh, this toenail polish looks silly on me. Like, why did I choose this color? And then I like start going into this like limiting belief. And then we started talking about how like, well, it would only be like $5 more for them to just like switch it or something, or maybe they'll even just do it for free. But then Brittany and I got in our head about like money. And so it's like, yes, thank you, life. Thank you to myself. Thank you to Brittany. Thank you to God, to the universe, to the life source energy that is moving through us all right now, because it's giving us an opportunity to face our fears head on. From something as trivial as a toenail polish color to something momentous, it's like when you learn to share that experience more vibrantly, more fully, and you can express more gratitude for it, you're going to get more out of it, because no longer is it about this happy experience that I had, but it's about who you became in the process. So again, I'm going to share this quote with you from George Sand. Happiness lies in the consciousness we have of it. So I ask you, how conscious of your happiness are you today? What in this moment are you feeling so grateful for? What brought you that happiness? What brought you that gratitude today? And then how vividly can you share that with yourself, with your journal, with your significant other, with your friends, with your family, and with the greater world? Because the more value you can get from your experiences, the more value everybody else has the opportunity to get from them as well. So with that being said, you guys, I hope that you have an incredible night. I would be so abundantly joyful if I got to hear what your happy experiences were. I love you all, and I hope that you have an incredible week. Bye, guys.